do a lot of like inner child work with my therapist, and she was like, why don't you find like a photo of yourself and put it on your bathroom mirror, so that every morning, every night, every day when you walk into your bathroom mirror, you're looking at her and you're remembering that if you're ever being mean to yourself, you're talking about her. And I was looking through old like photo books, and I flipped to a page and there was a photo I'd never seen of myself ever, and it was just me as a little girl with a bow in my hair and a dress on, and I have like a little alien tattoo or something right here, and I'm like have this big cheesy smile on my face, and I was like, that's the photo. So I pasted it on my bathroom mirror, and I talked to her. And I'm always like, if I'm ever looking in the mirror and being negative towards myself or anything, I always look right over to her, and I'm like, she's dope and I love her. And so
doing inner child work is very, very important. I love that. And because it's like, if you don't take care of yourself, you're not going to be ready for anyone else. And I think that I did that a lot, and doing that a lot just helped me. I think I've been doing that almost all my life. I've noticed that part of me where I sit down with myself and I allow myself to be a kid. I don't criticize myself. I don't judge myself. I don't get mad at myself. There are times where I do get upset at the decisions that I make, and maybe it is me getting mad at myself, but I don't really. It's like when you don't know what to do, you start reacting, and you do have a way of taking it out on yourself. And that's not a very good or healthy thing. That's why talking about your problems is very important. I'm really thinking about my future relationships, if I have future relationships. At this moment, I don't have a strong desire to have friends. I don't, just because I'm just not interested. I used to, when I was younger, I used to be the kind of person that really, really wanted to be around people, but there's so much that comes with relationships and friendships, and people don't respect you. People don't respect your privacy. They don't. And then when you struggle with your mental health, you operate different. You move different from other people. And when you move different from other people, you feel singled out. You're different. You need a group of people that understand your behavior, that know how to work around you and work with you. Those are the type of people that are kind, that are sweet. For instance, like I had my neighbor knock on my door. My neighbor came and she was like, "Hi, Sandra." She was like, your speaker is like, it's your radio is not loud. It's just a speaker. It booms, 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 and like, you've been having it on like all day and all night so far, and it's just becoming a bit much. Do you mind like turning it off? I was like, are you sure? Well, you guys don't want me to be at the pool. You don't want me to do anything. And this is all I have. And I think that people in this building are really being bullies, because you have to think about the worst things that could happen. It's like pushing Sandra out of the pool area, pushing Sandra out of that, I think you guys are now knocking on Sandra's door, putting notes on Sandra's door saying, why are you so weird? Like, it's just, it's wrong, and it's cruel and unusual punishment. Because when I hear music or when I see people smoking, I don't yell out, I don't speak to them, I don't say anything. I either send a letter to management, or I will just ignore that and shut my window. If it's something that I just can't ignore, then I won't even try to talk to them, because I don't know what their reaction will be. But overall, the way she came to me, and I kind of spoke to her, and I was like, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm tired of you guys complaining, bothering me. Just let me be. This is not the worst thing. Maybe you guys should go out in the streets and see the worst that could happen to you. And then maybe you won't complain so much about small things like a speaker, and it's not even loud. It's like I had a bigger speaker, and it's like they're always finding something to pick on me about. And I'm like, this is sad. And I think there is something that should be done about this, because creativity is very, very important, especially in a place where you live. You shouldn't have to go pay to be creative. Your apartment, your space is a space for you to be yourself, right? And it's the best way. It's the only way that those characters will really come out, especially if you're not a professional actor. So it's important to get to know yourself, but how do you get to know yourself when you're always around strangers, and then you're around people that are not going to accept you, or there's a chance that they won't accept you? Hollywood is not very nice. TikTok is not very nice. Social media is not very nice. There's a lot of people that are just caught up in control and trying to control. Like, the minute you start creating your content, they want to be a part of that content, but you don't want them to be a part of that content because they didn't make that content. They don't pay you for that content. They pay everybody else, but they don't pay you for that content. So why should they be a part of your experience? Why? They should just be quiet and listen. Otherwise, get on camera and start creating their content and let it collide with yours. That's how I see it. And it's like when somebody starts picking on your stuff or trying to tell you what to do with your platform, even if they created the platform, without you, it would be nothing. So you're earning money together. They're earning off of your content, your voice. This is what people go out to see. Like, these very conversations are what people go out and pay to hear, and they're getting it for free, yet they want to pick on your content. You know what I mean? And that makes you not want to be a part of that experience. And I know that it might feel like, oh, it's better than the worst, it's better than this, it's better than that. But that's not how you want it to be. You want to make the experience comfortable for everyone so that they can say, I had a good experience. I don't want to say, except for this, except for that, except I'm like, you know what? I did have a good experience, and I'm just happy that I was able to release something without feeling like I'm being poked at or picked on. So yeah, definitely talking to your inner child is the first step to getting to know yourself, because when your partner leaves and wants to be with himself or wants to do something by himself, you have someone to talk to, and that person is you. You're so important. You're so amazing, right? Once you get to know yourself, then you can reach into yourself, and that's how your partner is going to be like, okay, I think I'm ready to be with my partner. I'm tired of this. I'm tired. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of times, have you ever been in love with someone and all their friends want to be with you? I feel like I know exactly that's what Zach was telling me, and he's talking through social media, and he's on YouTube, and he's saying, like, you know, that's nice. Thank you guys for the gifts, and thank you for everything. You've done this for me, but I don't want to be here. I don't want to be with you guys. I don't want to spend my life with you guys. That's what Zach is saying. And it's not like he's trying to be rude. It's because his emotions and once you hold the man hostage, once he leaves, you are never getting him back. And that's not me saying that, no, because you've terrified that person. You've terrified them. Like me, it's like once my ex family did what they did, or ex birth mother did what she did, I never want to see that woman again. I was trapped. That's how Zach feels. He feels trapped. And the only reason why he's feeling comfortable enough to even clean up in Happy Joy is because the love of his life finally showed up. And he's like, as long as I know she's on the way, I'm going to try to, do better and be better and this and that. But it doesn't mean that you guys, if you really love someone, you have to let them go. You can't make them feel like prisoners in their own body, right? I think that's what love is. Love is not prison. Love is not, that love is freedom. You're free even in that prison, if that makes sense.